Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about... I'm starting to think I'm gonna say, welcome to the daily retardness! To the daily stupid! To daily in stupid, or something like that, because this is pretty much in stupid level, in retard level. But still, not quite as stupid as the United Airlines. In requiring that you hire people based on skin color and gender instead of skill. Imagine a pilot like that. Anyway, let's go. From express.co.uk. Cheese is racist. Stormers hundreds back ban on dairy foods in school. So hundreds in comparison to how many? How many thousands in comparison? So hundreds as in vegan retards? Vegans who doesn't know the difference between life or death? Vegans who think that humans are somehow vegetarians or vegans, or that we shouldn't consume meat or animal protein? Vegans who are absolutely so goddamn imbecilic morons who think that meat is somehow evil or bad for you. The same vegans who actually think that eating cardboard boxes is very nutritious in comparison to eating meat. Yes, those vegans. Anyway, serving dairy in foods at school is racist, and Extinction Rebellion, there you go, Extinction Rebellion. The same imbecilic morons who loves the smell of their own farts. Yeah. Anyway, campaigner told the council after hundreds signed a petition to serve plant-based meals only. Well, that's one way of giving your children very low energy and making them lose interest in their schools. But then again, look at the face of this woman, the face of a Karen movement. Karen Plummer from Karen Rebellion. There you go. Anyway, there you go. Alison Plummer, or as you know, Alison, also known as Karen Plummer, from the global environmental movement, has led a petition for more plant-based meals to be served in schools and other venues. Why? She told one council that there is a racist element to serving dairy because she believes that a large percentage of the Black... African, Middle Eastern, there you go. Jesus Christ, it's difficult to keep up with those acronyms. Anyway, communities is lactose intolerant. More than 240 people have backed the campaign so far. So not hundreds, just a couple of hundreds. So only 200. Hundreds, when you say hundreds, it alludes to be 800, 900, or 700, not 240. And that's 240 compared to how many people? You know what, vegans? You can go suck my balls. That's probably the more meat you're gonna get in a lifetime. Because you morons, your vegans are definitely very health deficient. As in, veganism does give you a lot of problems in your body if you don't overfeed your body with supplements to compensate the lack of vitamins or proteins that your body won't get or the vegetables lack. Because yes, the best place to get anything that your body needs is through meat, not through veggies. Yes, veggies are healthy and all that, but for instance, well, all you're gonna get from an orange, you can get it from meat. There you go, pretty simple, right? Anyway, for instance, vegans have a very high propensity for osteoporosis. They also have a very, very high propensity for developing, for instance, dementia. Yes. Your brain starts to eat itself out and you go and become like Joe Biden. Do you want to be that? No. As far as I know, you don't want to. Because, for instance, the development of dementia starts to be really, really noticeable after 10 years of veganism. You can get a more delayed effect of the dementia if you start with a vegetarian diet, which also includes some animal protein. So that period stands a little, but that's more or less how long the reserves of your body in regards of protein, or for instance, B12, actual animal B12, not the fake B12 that it comes from a pill. Yes, there's a difference. Anyway, that's how long the body will take, for instance, to lose out its reserves, and you start to show signs of dementia. But that signs, noticeable signs, but the actual signs of dementia will start being shown in 2, 3, or 5 years of going vegan. So please be careful what you do. Do not go vegan. It's really, really bad for your health. Anyway. Oh, and there's also a very large propensity of you developing a heart attack or other vasculatory problems. Anyway, speaking at Brighton and Hove City Council meeting in March, Ms. Plummer said arguably there is a racist element to serving dairy too much because 65% of the world's population are lactose intolerant, and many from the BAME, Black, Asian, and minority. Holy shit, minority ethnic, not Middle Eastern. Like I said, it's difficult to keep track of these nonsensical bullshit. But go on, Alison. Go on, tell us. Are those 60% of the world's population all located in that area where you live in, or where you're wanting people to replace their diet for your retarded nonsensical bullshit of a diet? No? Oh my! The region where you're peddling this nonsense is overwhelmingly white, who also have, yes, the lactose tolerance gene where we can process lactose. Yay! Do you lack science? Yes! You lack science! Well, let's see. The parents around here give lots of support to this. What do children want? They want action. They want it now. Well, Karen, as a former children myself, when I was really young, I had a tendency to avoid vegetables and prefer, well, cheese and things that came from milk, from dairy. Yes, I like candy and things like that. So let me put it this way: children will not want to eat your goddamn fucking broccoli. Trust me. Fucking mosquito. Go suck blood somewhere else. No, go suck the... Oh, poor mosquito. He's going to try and suck blood from this bitch, and he's going to probably die of vitamin deficiency or something like that. And then again, she's probably showing signs of dementia by now. She's very, very, very retarded. Anyway. The petition, seen by the authority, requests 2 plant-based days are introduced at state-run school as soon as possible. Go fuck yourself, Karen! And for all council-run events to the plant-based once the pandemic is over. Well, why don't you just go suck my cock? That'll solve your lack of protein and will solve your lack of, well, brains. Well, the moment you start sucking my cock and then start swallowing my goddamn fucking cum, that's probably going to be more protein than you have consumed in years, and that will probably make you slightly smarter and more than the average NPC in a game, especially over the Bureau, XCOM the Bureau. Those NPCs were dumb, but still smarter than this bitch over here. Anyway. People online have also blasted Miss Plummer. One post: if people think food is racist, then they are not qualified to be near school. Well, I have to actually agree with this individual. If they think that, they definitely should be kept away from schools. Actually, away from children as well. Maybe they develop a certain craving and they start eating children. Kind of like one of those witches from those fairy tales we used to read to us. Our parents used to read to us. Another said, I'm lactose intolerant, not from the group you named, so what point were you making? Food cannot be racist. Exactly. One person shared, I wish the snowflakes would just melt away. Yes. I actually subscribe to that idea. Go melt away, you fucking snowflakes. Anyway, in the petition, she quotes Professor Michael Clark, oh good lord, from Oxford University, and saying, animal agriculture and fishing industries are the leading cause of deforestation in their zones and water pollution. Biodiversity loss and species extinction. Well, let me put it this way. If we go vegan, there's going to be a very, very large problem of feeding the population worldwide. Especially because not everywhere is apt for you to plant plants or have agriculture. And then we have the large problem of instances of deserts where you can actually put plants on. And then we have a very, very large problem that many of the communities around the world actually depends on animals of what they produce to keep themselves fed. For instance, in Africa, they actually use their cattle and even goats and things like that to produce not only their food, but actually to keep their farms or somewhat their properties working. And then we have, for instance, most of the productions we have today is actually for human production, for alcohol, etc. And the bovines, or the cattle in this case, they actually go and eat on areas where there is no soil quality, there's no place for you to plant on, and in most situations and instances where there's no way for you to have a massive farm to start farming for all the human population, no, you actually have to use cattle. Yes, you put cattle there to feed, and there your land becomes productive by producing meat and milk. Obviously, the meat was going to be a bit tough on them because of the amount of muscle the cow will develop by climbing up hills and things like that, but still, it's better than having just a meager production, because you cannot have tractors going through there, because the tractors will not be able to farm going in such massive hills and things like that. I know, I've seen it happen. So the farms that usually do that are usually one or two humans doing so much of the work or using animals. Anyway, let's go. Where was I? Oh yeah. Not only that, intensive animal farming poses a significant threat to the development of new pandemics and to further antibacterial resistance to emerge. Well, how many foods have had recalls in which its relations to meat or animal products in comparison to your goddamn fucking vegetables? Yes, most of the recalls are, you guessed it, from veggies. Ms. Plummer argued that the professional organizations such as ProVeg could offer help to councils making the shift. Oh, so now you're gonna get protection racket. Go on, pay ProVeg so they could offer help. That's what it is. To give money to these vegan organizations who should be put out of existence, put out of their misery. Holy shit, it's Enfield! Labour councillors in Enfield, North London, have already stopped serving meat at council events, while Lewisham has voted to provide exclusively plant-based options at its events. Leeds had introduced a meat-free day and another plant-based day a week across 182 schools. Let me put it this way, this is absolutely retarded, especially Enfield. Enfield is a very white part of the town of London. There's a lot of white people in there who absolutely love their milk, their dairy and their meat. Why are you doing that? You absolute fucking retards! You're actually giving kids less vitamins, less stuff for them to pay attention in schools. You're actually making their jobs of learning something more difficult. Holy shit, Fico. Brighton and Hove Council has no political control at the moment Momenti, eh? But the Green Party has a minority lead, 1 seat ahead of Labour. Jesus Christ. Elaine Hill, the councillor of the Green Party there, is deputy chair of council's Children, Young People and Skills Committee, has been a vegan for 28 years. Holy shit, fuck! She must be showing definite signs of dementia. If she doesn't, she's actually doing a good job in keeping her vitamins by taking a lot of supplements. Yes, you need supplements to keep yourself functioning when you're on a vegan diet. But people like Elaine Hills should be very, very far away from anything related to health, anything related to food, and anything related to kids. Anyway, she said, plant-based food certainly has a much lower carbon footprint than a conventional diet. I agree, it's something we should focus on to meet our carbon neutrality goals. No, we shouldn't. And even more so, yes, pasture could sequesters more carbon than actual agriculture that will be used to feed your goddamn fucking fat ass. Well, skinny ass in this case. Very deficient, skinny and bone dense. Not bone dense, bony ass. Because there's just skin and bones. Oh, and then again, bones are probably a lot of brittle bones, but still. Anyway, the Green Group has a long time campaigning for healthier, more environmentally friendly options being made available to support health couples and the planet. Fuck you. Councillor Hill said that the council was working with skilled food supplier Caterlink to increase the number of plant-based dishes on the menu. Have you asked the kids if they want to eat that crap? Have you asked them if they actually are interested in eating cardboard boxes? No, trust me, they are not. She said the schools across Brighton and Hove currently have 2 meat-free days every 3 weeks. Yeah, trust me, it's probably one of those days where the kids actually tell them, go fuck yourself, where's my goddamn fucking meat? A vegan option was available every day for those children who had registered as vegans, and a meat-free option was always available in schools. Councillor Hill said, ensuring meals produced are healthy, well, if they are healthy, they should include meat. Actually, a very proportion of meat and veggies. That's the healthy way to do, because we are omnivores after all. Popular and are consumed by children will have a positive effect on food waste production. Go fuck yourself. Part of this process is education. We recently increased the amount spent on environmental education. As part of this, we would like to make sure that children in all our schools are learning about carbon footprint of what they eat to help inform the decision in making the food choices they make. Well, they are shoving and indoctrinating your children based on their religion. Imagine if, in the past Christianity did that. Don't you think there would be a furor or something, or a massive protests because of this? I'm pretty sure it would have. Because I remember when that used to happen, especially in public schools where you actually put religion indoctrination, talking about Jesus and things like that, there will be massive protests. But suddenly this is okay. This is religious nonsensical bullshit. Go fuck yourself, you bunch of fucking vegans. Go suck my cock. That's definitely the meat you fucking need. That means you should probably get away with without needing meat for at least a year if you suck my goddamn fucking cock. Vegan fucker. That's what I'm going to tattoo on my goddamn fucking dick right now. Anyway, if you like this type of content, stay right here. If you want something more spicy and things like that, head to the Outtech Media in BigShoot.com/DrJester, Minds.com/DrJester. But remember, stay right here, you get Karen, kind of like Karen, that retarded Karen that you saw here in the picture is, Karen stuff in YouTube.com/DrJester. And remember, always remember, fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you with my goddamn fucking large sausage of a cock. Yes, shove it up your bunghole. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a very, very good night. And remember, kids, always eat your meat. and your dairy products too, especially milk. Good night.